Hey, our patient, Shaw, is just got brought down by local team. Mrs. Shaw is woken up, or like, you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking a look at our vent, our ECMO, taking a look at our vitals, make sure everything's going great. As far as ECMO, so are you familiar with ECMO, Dr. Knight? I know David is.
The basics of it, yeah.
Extracorporeal membrane oxygenation, basically.
So there are two forms of ECMO: venous arterial and venous to venous. Um, uh, Venous to arterial is cardiac support. The lungs are working fine. It helps the lungs out because you're still going to be oxygenating and returning them to the artery. But if the heart can't pump very well because of like cardiogenic damage, some level of trauma or such like that, venous arterial ECMO will do all the work, and it's better for cardiac support. However, in her case, I have her on venous to venous ECMO, which takes the blood from a vein and puts it back into a vein. The heart's doing just fine. However, it's getting good oxygen to the lungs as well, and it's allowing them to, and it's better for respiratory support. The catch with ECMO is that you have to thin the blood because whenever you try to pass it through the membrane to oxygenate, it could clot. So I have her on Andromax. Some people know it as Bivalirudin. Um, it's a blood thinner that happens on a different level of the clotting cascade than, say, like heparin. Um, but it's very powerful and very safe. Right now, I'm just waiting for things to kind of get recalibrated, and then we'll figure out where we're at. She's still on propofol. She's not on any kind of level of neuromuscular blockade, but I've got her deep on propofol.
Mm.
Um, so I don't know how much you're going to get from a neurological standpoint right now. I feel like an EEG could be beneficial just to make sure that our central functions are good.
I would run one if she has got a history of brain damage.
Well, I mean, I'm not concerned for brain damage in the past, but now
No, no,
she
no, no,
was
no. But what I'm saying is she's currently midway through healing at the moment. So this could exacerbate things and send her backwards.
gotcha. So we'll just leave her be then.
Yeah. And also feel free to taunt her relentlessly when she wakes up for blowing her lungs after I told her to rest.
Yeah.
Reyna.
Angel, uh, Reyna's around.
Ian, may I just say I'm very proud of you, man.
Oh, I did my best.
You too, Leo.
I didn't know that she was allergic to fentanyl until after the fact, but um, huh?
Me, I haven't done anything.
What?
You do a very good job and provide high quality work. I'm proud of you.
Okay, okay.
Carotid. Um, I didn't know that she was allergic to fentanyl until I'd already given her fentanyl to decrease the stimulation from intubation and decrease kind of like any vagal stimuli. But it looks like it's not like an anaphylactic reaction. It's like she might get hives or something. So I've got her on some Benadryl and some stuff to keep that down. But yeah, that's where we're at. Um, as far as the critical care portion, her vitals are still rocky, but we're doing. We're doing better. Her oxygen's actually at like a normal people level, or like at the level of somebody with like a chronic COPD. So like, we'll do. Yeah, that's where we're at. I'll should I
Waiting
let
game in there.
should I let anybody know that she's awake or like around? You know what I mean?
I mean, it looks like a lot of emergency contacts are officers. It'd be worth giving some of them a shout at least to see if they're around.
I'll just put out an MDT that she's available for visitation.
Doesn't look like any of them are on duty at the moment, or very soon.
Piece of advice: move the curtain around just in front of the ECMO. The sight of one of those things can distress a lot of patient relatives as well.
I've got it
Trust
bandaged
me.
and covered up. Should I just hold off then? What do you think, David?
Sorry, repeat that last question.
I was gonna put out an MDT to the law enforcement officers that she's available for visitation in ICU.
I mean, it
Should I
couldn't
hold
hurt.
off then?
It couldn't hurt. Issue. I mean, at the end of the day, she can still hear us, and moral support is still a thing. All I'm saying, like I said, just get the curtain pulled around in front of the ECMO for now, as the side of the machine itself can be distressing to people.
Yeah.
Trust me on that one. And just not the entire team at once. And just get them just to follow aseptic procedure as they come in. She's going to be a very high risk for that right now. Thank you. You literally had that ready to go, didn't you?
Yeah.
Goodness.
So you think the popcorn lung made it to where I wasn't able to ventilate across the alveoli?
Inclined, I think so, potentially. So I did some recent diagnostic imaging on him, and it had worsened quite significantly in quite a short time. To the point where we had to cold turkey her off any sort of inhalation along those lines.
Yeah.
And I advised her to rest and give time to recover. It looks like she's gone out into the field and overdone it, which led to ta-da.
Ta-da. Bilateral blowing gaskets.
Pretty much. Love the soup, Elliot.
Thank you. I
Don't
learned
forget,
from
by
the
the
best.
don't forget, by the way, you're fully signed off as a surgeon as you get to wear the black scrubs.
I heard and I changed that over. I didn't even twig.
There you go. You got the black ones now. Leo, you're next.
9.
Yes, we'll get you signed off easy enough.
So
And
I'm
you
in
get to
for,
what do you think your what do you think your specialty is going to be, Leo?
keeping people alive.
So trauma. Gotcha.
So speaking of keeping
I
people
can't lie,
alive, is she
trauma does
conscious
interest
or?
me.
Who, Reyna? Now start like a light.
Oh no, we are sedated so deep
Wow.
that it makes a K-hole blush.
I guess I'll have to leave a card somewhere.
Oh, put it on the tray behind me.
Dear Reyna, I bloody well told you. Lots of love, David.
It's still considered unprofessional to write boson off all of the opponent marker, right?
Sadly, we're not allowed to do that anymore.
Oh.
Same with the evil moustaches, kabuki facial marks, all sorts. We're not allowed to do any of that anymore.
Let's see. Dear Reyna, I promise somebody else shit in my pants.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking, that's when I walked in, saw how blue we are, and I was like, oh, fuck. Poor, what's her name? Oh, what's her name? Her daughter, the DBH professional.
Joey?
Josephine.
Yeah, she was trying to do the needle decompression when I walked in. Poor girl.
Okay. I got her to tase me the other day.
Oh, good lord.
Well, she was wanting me to hit her. It was like, throw down, throw down. I was like, I can't hit you. You're left there. She was in uniform as well.
Somebody, please tase me in the nipples. Anybody?
Jesus.
So yeah, well,
Yeah, to go back to your question, to be fair, Ian, all jokes aside, trauma is interesting. Um, Depending how it goes, maybe something even more challenging like cardiothoracic,
That's my boy.
Ah,
but it's early days at the moment.
ah,
cardiothoracic is a good area.
nah.
I'm
That's
going to
not,
Well,
switch my specialism to retirement. Yes.
wow.
that's not at all the R word that I thought was gonna come out of your mouth. I need to leave.
Wow.
What word were you thinking, Ian? Say it. Oh, God, no. Rather go work for Safer.
Well, there's a term in the British Army that kind of means retired, but also kind of an
We
insult.
we all know exactly what you were gonna say. There's no beating
Yeah.
around the bush.
You were gonna call him a rear echelon motherfucker, weren't you?
Hello.
Although I
Hello.
can see David as a plastic surgeon.
Oh, plastic. That's a good specialty.
He'd do a
Jesus.
wonderful nose job.
Can if that's the case, can you sort me out?
I'm retiring again. Okay.
He's gonna do some remodeling.
You may need to explain to what you mean by remodeling.